JonBenét Ramsey case, 1996, Colorado, USA, ***, December the 26th, 1996, 5:52 a.m. ***. A frantic 911 call shattered the post-Christmas calm in Boulder, Colorado. "We have a kidnapping, she's gone," sobbed Patsy Ramsey, her voice trembling, high-pitched, and desperate. She had woken up that morning to find a chilling 2.5-page ransom note sprawled across the back staircase. The note claimed her 6-year-old daughter, JonBenét, had been kidnapped. The house was dark. The Christmas tree still twinkled. But something was terribly wrong. JonBenét wasn't just a child. She was a child beauty queen, crowned in glittering pageants, her smile as practiced as it was captivating. But beneath the sequins and hairspray was just a little girl who had opened Christmas presents the day before, giggled with her older brother, and gone to sleep like any other night. No one could have imagined the horror waiting in the basement. Just 7 hours later, the tragedy deepened into something darker. John Ramsey, while searching the home, opened a little-known room in the basement and let out a cry. There, wrapped in a white blanket, lay JonBenét's lifeless body. Her wrists were bound above her head. Duct tape covered her mouth. A garrote, crudely fashioned from a paintbrush handle and nylon cord, was still around her neck. Her skull had been fractured. Her tiny body bore no signs of defensive wounds. It was not a kidnapping. It was murder. Cold, calculated, and disturbingly intimate. The discovery transformed the Ramsey home from a potential hostage scene into an active crime scene. But by then, it was too late. Friends, neighbors, even a minister had been allowed to walk through the house. Critical evidence was trampled, moved, lost. Boulder police were overwhelmed, undertrained, and quickly divided. The ransom note was one of the most confounding clues. Handwritten with a felt-tip pen found inside the house, it was oddly long, nearly 3 pages, unlike any ransom note investigators had ever seen. It demanded $118,000, the exact amount of John Ramsey's Christmas bonus. Its tone shifted from threatening to theatrical, with references to foreign factions and movie quotes like "Don't try to grow a brain, John." Experts agreed. It read more like a screenplay than a real ransom note. But if it was a staged cover-up, who would have taken the time to write it after a murder? The Ramseys, John, Patsy, and 9-year-old Burke, were instantly under scrutiny. The media descended on Boulder like vultures. News vans camped outside. Cameras rolled. Talk shows speculated. The image of JonBenét in full pageant regalia was plastered across TV screens, magazine covers, and tabloid headlines. Meanwhile, law enforcement fractured. One faction believed the Ramseys were involved. The other pursued the theory of an outside intruder. Evidence pointed both ways. There was a broken window in the basement, an open suitcase beneath it, a scuff mark on the wall. There were animal hairs near her body, possibly from a large dog, and a partial boot print. But there were no signs of forced entry. No footprints in the snow. No alarms tripped. No fingerprints. Inside the house, the family's behavior drew suspicion. Why did John carry JonBenét's body upstairs rather than waiting for police? Why hadn't they heard anything during the night? Why would a kidnapper write such a long note using the family's pen and notepad? And why ask for such a bizarrely specific amount of money? In 1999, a grand jury convened in secret. After months of reviewing evidence, they voted to indict John and Patsy Ramsey for child abuse resulting in death and being accessories to a crime. But the district attorney refused to sign it, citing insufficient evidence for conviction. The public didn't learn of this decision until 2003, 4 years later. Then came the DNA twist. Forensic testing revealed unidentified male DNA in JonBenét's underwear and beneath her fingernails. It didn't match John, Patsy, or Burke. In 2008, the Boulder District Attorney cleared the Ramseys publicly, stating the DNA evidence pointed elsewhere. But not everyone agreed. Critics argued the DNA could have been from contamination or garment factory workers. The case, once again, spun into confusion. Over the years, theories abounded. Some believed a pageant stalker had fixated on JonBenét. Others pointed to family friends, like Santa Bill, who played Santa Claus at the family's Christmas parties and allegedly told JonBenét she'd get a special surprise after the holiday. Then there was the pineapple. A bowl of fresh pineapple was found in the kitchen. JonBenét had pineapple in her stomach, but her parents said they didn't serve her any. Burke's fingerprints were on the bowl. In 2016, CBS aired a documentary suggesting Burke had struck JonBenét during a sibling quarrel, and the parents staged the scene to protect him. Burke, who had largely remained out of the spotlight, filed a $750 million defamation lawsuit. The case was later settled. That same year, Burke gave a rare interview with Dr. Phil. His mannerisms, smiling while discussing his sister's death, avoiding eye contact, ignited social media with accusations and speculation. Some said he was just nervous. Others weren't so sure. Years passed. The case grew colder. Patsy Ramsey died in 2006 from ovarian cancer, still insisting her daughter's killer was out there. John Ramsey, still alive, continues to push for independent DNA testing. Burke lives privately, rarely seen. In 2022, Boulder police announced a renewed effort to apply cutting-edge DNA technology and genealogical databases to the evidence. There was renewed hope. Perhaps, like in the Golden State Killer case, a breakthrough might still come. But as of today, no arrest has been made. JonBenét's murder has become more than just a case. It's a cultural obsession, a mirror into the flaws of fame, family, and the American justice system. The case has inspired books, podcasts, TV series, online sleuth communities, and conspiracy theories. The more people dig, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. What remains are haunting questions. Asterisk, who wrote the ransom note? Asterisk, why wasn't the crime scene locked down? Asterisk, how can a little girl be murdered in a house full of people and no one see or hear a thing? Today, the house at 755 15th Street has changed hands many times. But to those who remember, it's still the house where something unspeakable happened. A place that holds the silence of an unanswered scream. Here at Crimes Uncoded, we're not just telling crime stories. We're breaking down the legal codes that define them. Make sure to subscribe, because next up, the perfect murder, and the law that couldn't touch it. Asterisk, asterisk.